One of the three people arrested in connection with the armed robbery of a Sioux City Bomgaars that has reached a plea deal with prosecutors. 24-year-old Trevor LeClaire pleaded guilty to 3 charges, 1 felony, 1 aggravated misdemeanor, and 1 serious misdemeanor. Now he faces a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000. He admitted to stealing a number of items from the Bomgaars store on Hamilton Boulevard earlier this year, then leaving the store without paying for them. 2 other people are facing charges in this case, 38-year-old Michelle Barrett and 25-year-old John Miller. In addition to the theft, Miller is accused of driving the getaway car that hit the store's manager who was chasing them, causing serious injuries. Barrett has waived her right to a speedy trial. As for Miller, he has entered a plea of not guilty. His trial is scheduled to begin April 28th.